Hello, this is EvereTT. This video is a continuation of homework number 3B. Number 3B. And is to put some ideas in and to expand and contract or evolve the things in which you're trying to do. Just like, technology out there going from the record to 8-track to CDs and MP3s. That's the element of evolution, evolving. So that's essentially, you're going to spend the time and your money. If you went to my PayPal and you sent me money, $100 to ante up to learn the date baseline properly, then you'll know what I'm talking about. If you haven't already, then I recommend that you do. These are my social accounts, so there are a lot of things that I have posted for reading and learning. If you want to learn the date baseline proper setup, we have 12, 13 videos there already. You go to paypal.me, EvereTT, send me $100. Text me that you sent the $100. We'll send you the link and add you to our server. And then you'll have access to all the educational video that I'm putting up there in regards to the date baseline. Now, what I was just doing on the homework, when it comes to learning anything or going to school or going to college, you're going to have homework. And so me, as Einstein is my previous life, Lincoln, Jesus, I've had many lifetimes. Okay, so I'm an author, not a scholar. So don't confuse me with someone who's a scholar. I am an author. An author is like, think of it as a book. I can read that book and know that book inside and out, but I didn't write it, so I would be a scholar. Or I'd be an author, meaning I was the person that wrote that book. So obviously I would know and tell you things about that book. And more things that isn't actually in that book. So that's why you always want to deal with an author. Okay, so what we have already done, if you haven't seen homework number 3A, then I suggest doing so. If you haven't anteed up your $100 or check out my social accounts, I suggest to do that as well. With a lot of people out there, when you try to do it on your own, you'll drive yourself batty and crazy to the point of pulling your hair out. Okay, so if you see in the middle here, I use my name. Okay, E is the 5th letter, V is the 22nd letter, 5th letter, 18th letter, and I'm putting the last digit, 18, 8, 5, 20, 0, 20, 10, J, 16th letter, 6, I is the 9th letter, 5, 8, 3, 5, 9. So that's how I come up with that number. So when I was 5 years old, believe it or not, I took my name just out of curiosity because I had all these formulas and equations in my head and understanding of things that I've, that gets carried over from previous lives. So some things it's hard to develop in just one lifetime. So what I did is I took my name and put it down kind of like right here. And I just did it up like I had, teaching you going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I double checked it on the top and the bottom. Now I look in the middle. So in your equation, I tell you, find the two middles. That means the middle of the height of your pyramid and the total of your numbers that you create. So that's the middle and that's the middle. Now, on the first line in the middle, you have 5 and 5. When I was a young kid, when I signed up to play football, and our coach were handing out jerseys. Okay, so I didn't pick it. Being I was the lineman, or a right tackle, right next to the guy that hikes the ball. Anyways, Mr. Hickman gave me my jersey and had 55 in it. As Einstein, I died in 1955. So I'm just using my name here. Now, my name now in the middle. So the total of these numbers, this block right here, third up, focus in here, you have 8. What's the flip side of that is 3. Okay, so now on our bottom, we have 3. So I pulled it over here. So when I was doing this equation going back and forth, I'll hold it still here. So 8 was laid down first, and then the 3. And then the bottom was just in reverse. 3 laid down first, and then the 8. What's the significance of a 3 and 8? Now, I've said to you that I'm a keystone. And a keystone is 2 numbers, 3 and an 8. And that's what you see in my name here. Not to mention, if you're going to look in the middle, like if you're going to create life, you're going to need to find the woman's middle. Basically have sex to create life if you're looking to have a family. Well, my last 2 digits of my name, double T's. Or it also looks like the pi symbol. My last name, 2 letters that is symbols that is used for pi. Now, when I say convert 1, like most Christians know this, when you pray, you put your hands together. Like I illustrated down here. If you put your hands, there's a quick drawing here, and you numbered your hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you put them together like in a praying position, which is symbolism. That's what they call convert 1. And like with me in my Last Supper, one hand's up, one hand's down. I'm teaching the guys numerology, yin yang, polarity. I'm teaching my apprentices just basic numbers, energy, God, evolution. Okay. So on this breakdown, convert 1, 0, 1, 9 and 2, 8 and 3, 7, 4, and 6 and 5. That's a convert 1. It means if you add the 2 numbers together, it equals a 1 or 11. Okay. So as you can see, we got it all. 2, and it's grouped up. There's in the middle is your keystone. Okay. So it gives a 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 factor right there. As Lincoln, my birthday is February the 12th. So I have a keystone in my name when I do up my name in that exact order. So a lot of people, when they do up their names, they're not going to have the keystone in their name. They're not going to have symbols of pi in their name. So there's a lot of things about me that is not coincidental. Okay, so as a little 5-year-old kid, and I'm thinking, oh, shoot, I got a lot of information. I'm just, 5 years old. And let's say 29. I was like, I'm thinking, how big am I going to be? And then it's like being a male, I was like, how big is my wee-wee going to be? I hope you're laughing with me. I said, well, shoot, I'm going to be 29 centimeters. I said, okay, I'm happy with that. That's a good size for a male. And I thought, okay, if I read it up, 92 inches. Well, I'm roughly 72, 73 inches. So that's like 6 foot, 6'1". So 92 inches, that's 7'8". And that's a really big person. So as a 5-year-old kid, I'm thinking, wow, I could get up to 7'8". And I ended up with 72 inches. Okay, so I'm born on December 7th. 1, 2, and a 7. So we'll conclude that on here. I hope you're laughing. But here's just some of the things that I'm doing of self-discovery. If I add these two, 6, add those 2, which is the middle, that's 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 6 times 2 is 12. Minus 1 is 12/7.